Hey y'all, it's Callie and welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to be doing my O.W.L.S TBR. I heard about this on Abigail's Cup of Tea and I just really love all of her Harry Potter content. It's all really like anything she does is really mellow and really just relaxing, and I saw this and I was like, oh well, this is a month-long readathon and it's so fun and it's so personalized to whatever you want or need. So I have like 10 books and one for each challenge. I can double up on a lot of these, but this is just a general idea. I might not even stick to this, so just keep watching my weekly reading vlogs to see how closely I stick to this, how much I stray. I already have a general order of how I want to read these, so we'll see how closely I can stay on track and all that kind of stuff. So for herbology, the challenge is to read a book with a plant on the cover, and for that I honestly just chose the first one, and that was Suzanne's Diary for Nicholas. This is on the beach and it's got some, I don't know what they're called, some plants on it. And this one is by James Patterson. It's about a couple who has already broken up, or she has amnesia of some sort. It's unclear based on the description on the flap, but it's her finding this diary written to her from this random man that she doesn't know. And it's all about like their love story, I feel, because it just kind of seems what it's going to be like. I was super intrigued and it was on my TBR, so I might as well. For the challenge of arithmancy, you have to read a book with one or more authors, and for that I'm going to read Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer. It's actually mother and daughter, and it sounds really cool. I think this is about a girl who is writing and either her writings come alive. I believe this has some magical realism or something like that in it. It just sounds really cool. I also just realized, flipping through it, that there is art, and I didn't even know that until just now, and it's so cool. It's like all the way throughout. So this just sounds super fun, super cool, and I can't wait to get to it. For Muggle Studies, the challenge is to read a contemporary, and for that I'm going to read Waiting for You by Susan Colasanti. When I read the description on the back the other day, it just sounds like it's a typical, like, choose the bad boy, the jock, the nerd, something like that, where she has to choose between a few guys, and it just sounded super fluffy and super cute and super drama. But I love those books, so I can't wait to get to this one. For Transfiguration, the challenge is to read a book with sprayed edges or red on the cover, and for that I chose Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. This is very red. You can tell that there's red on the cover. This is actually been made into a movie a while ago. I saw the movie in theaters with my mom and my best friend, but it's about a girl who is feeling kind of lost in life. She's laid off from her job, I think, and then she is contacted about becoming the caretaker of a quadriplegic man, and it's kind of a story about how the two of them connect and then the hardships it takes and just the road that they end up taking. And yeah, that's the general idea, I think. For Defense Against the Dark Arts, the challenge is Reducto. Read a book that has the title that starts with the letter R. And for that, I'm going to read Right of Way by Lauren Barnholt. I love her books. They are just so fluffy, so cute. I think this one is another road trip because it's a companion to Two-Way Street, which I think I've read. It's just so cute. This one says, they met on vacation, it's awesome, it's romantic, it's easy, it's the real deal, unless it isn't. So that's really intriguing. I just love how cute her stories are. The characters are just so adorable together, and it's just so cute. I cannot wait. I just absolutely love reading these. They're so quick and easy and fun. For Charms, the challenge is age line, read an adult book, and for that I'm going to read Nicholas Sparks' The Best of Me. I have a bunch of Nicholas Sparks and I figured I might as well read one for this challenge because I haven't really read any of the ones that I have on my shelf, and I know that he's an adult author and these are just usually romances. I've read a few before, but not that I really remember, and it was a really long time ago, so I'm super excited to delve into this story. I'm not sure what it is about at all, but it's Nicholas Sparks, so it's probably going to be really romantic with a little bit of sadness. History of Magic, the challenge is to read a book that was published 10 years ago or more, and for that I'm going to read Back in Black, the an A-list novel. I don't know which number it is. I don't think it's 3, but I read the first 2 and I just they're quick, easy. It takes me 2 to 3 days to read them and I've got them on my shelves, so I might as well just go ahead and get my way through the ones I have. I have no idea. It follows these girls. It's kind of like a mix between 90210 and Gossip Girl, which are pretty similar, but it does take place in California. There's a lot of name dropping and things. They're okay. They're just kind of something to mix it up. For Care of Magical Creatures, the challenge is to read a book with a land animal on the cover, and for that I'm going to read Miss Frisbee and the Rats of Nim by Robert C. O'Brien. I think I've tried to read this a few times. It's just one of the children's books / classics I have down on the bottom of my shelf that I'm going to try to get my way through slowly but surely, and I just figured it would be a great way to get this one out of the way during the month of April. I believe this follows Miss Frisbee, who is a little like rat mouse or whatever, and she has a bunch of kids, and I think it's kind of their everyday challenges being mice on a farm, I think, if I remember correctly. For Divination, the challenge is to read a book set in the future, and for that I'm going to read Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. I loved Scythe, so I cannot wait to get to this one. This takes place in a futuristic America where natural death is no longer an issue, and so they have these people called scythes that are the only sanctioned killers, and they kind of help to manage population and make sure that it doesn't get overpopulated, and they just kind of do their thing. There's a lot of drama in between them, and it's the only democracy or government left of any sort, and it's just really intriguing seeing the world and how it could be in the future if medicine really does continue to develop as it could be, and as history has kind of shown the development. It's really cool, really interesting. I absolutely loved Scythe, and I cannot wait to get to this one to find out what's going to happen to our main character. And lastly, for potions, the challenge is Next Ingredient, read a sequel, and for that I'm going to read Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. In the next few weeks, I'm going to read Assassin's Blade, so I cannot wait to get to Queen of Shadows. I am absolutely loving this. I hear that some people, this is the one where they kind of hop off the Throne of Glass train, but I absolutely loved Heir of Fire, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. I love all of the characters, and it's just such an amazing story to me. I love following all the characters, seeing what happens, and just following the drama and the craziness, and it's just so good. I can't wait to see what happens in this one. Like I said, I'm not really sure exactly how many of those I'm going to be able to get through, or if I'll double up on some challenges. That's just kind of the hope for the best TBR. I do have spring break during the readathon. It goes from April 1st to April 30th, so that's the whole entire month, and I do have spring break, so I should be able to get through quite a few of them, especially since I tried to pick mostly contemporaries because I can read those a lot faster than fantasy books. But still, I'm not sure how it's gonna go, so I'm just gonna do my thing and read some books, and if I end up needing to double up on challenges, or because you can pick and choose which challenges, those were just the challenges I felt like I could realistically attain and that I could complete, so I can always leave some off and things like that, and I'm just gonna have a lot of fun. I think it's really cool the way that you take classes and you get to choose your own way, kind of like a choose your own adventure, but in a Harry Potter themed book, like readathon. It just sounds so much fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!